Hi everybody, welcome to Sideseat Plus. Thank you for joining me tonight. In today's video, we're going to discuss shifting perspectives and how what we see around us and how we take the message in changes how we react, and then how our circumstances are actually changed by our own attitudes. When the universe speaks, we tend to react instead of respond. When you react, it's guttural, it's instinctual, it's, oh my god, that happened. It's not, you should take the 5 seconds, at least the width of a heartbeat, the count of 5, and then go, what is it actually happening? What does this actually mean to my world? And then respond to it, not react to it. My car broke down. I've been 2 weeks without my car. That's really hard for me. My car is pretty much my life. But my son went, you have a child who has a car, and his wife does not actually, well, she does self-employment, so it's easy for her to fit my needs into her needs. And they were very willing. So, okay. I did not get to work last week. Which meant no pay. Okay, cool. I found that I really didn't need it. I'm okay. And then I got a call this morning that said my car's not worth fixing. And I reacted for about 5 minutes. There was crying. There was, oh my god, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? My whole life's going to fall apart. And I was reminded by my loved ones that in recovery from surgery, I'm going to take at least a month. And that means I can't drive for a month. So if it takes me a month to find a new car and handle this, okay, cool. My car's paid off in May. So if it takes until May to get a new car, cool. But I have options, and I'm going to be fine. And the universe went, how do I make you slow down and focus on you, your health, your lifestyle, and your house, rather than whether or not you're taking care of everybody outside. So I'm taking the message, and I'm learning the lesson, which is super hard. I don't like it. But I took the 5 breaths, and I relaxed, and I spent some time today working on just me. And there's this modicum of guilt that went, you should have done this other thing instead. And I go, I adulted a little. I get cookies. I don't get cookies. That's not a thing. But I feel like I should get to smell them on the way past to somebody else. Okay. One of the big parts of shifting perspective is accepting that your attitude changes how the message is received. So if you're angry and you're stressed out and you believe everything is dumping on you, then you're going to snap at people, you're going to make yourself sick. Your emotional health, your mental health, your physical health is not going to be as healthy and as well-rounded. But if you're at a point where you can go, gosh, that really sucks, what do I do about it? What am I trying to be told? Then emotionally, mentally, physically, you start connecting, and you start being able to go, okay, this really sucks. Wow, I've got too much on my plate. What do I look at going, this can wait. Let's focus on this for right now. This is more important. And it's easier to do when you're not so stressed and so, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So I recently have been able to be going, I need to take the time. I need to relax. I need to not panic and stress out. So I think that we all need to spend time focusing on how we look at situations and not how we react to situations. So when a situation happens, for me, I'm struggling and attempting to go, here's the situation. Here's what I can do about it. Here's what I can do with it. Which is a different statement. This is what I can learn from it, and this is how I move on. And not just go, oh my god, the situation happened, and hate everything. And that's something I'm really trying to get away from. When I talk about shifting perspectives, I also talk a lot about my world versus your world. Well, I talk about my world and my universe and how my goals affect my world. And I want to be clear about the terminology. While I assume every one of you are part of my world, and our worlds intersect a lot, my truths are not always your truths. My beliefs don't necessarily coincide with yours. So, my world is not the same. My family circle may be the same as your family circle, and my social circle may be the same as your social circle. And that's awesome. Like a Venn diagram, that middle space would be our world, but it doesn't mean that my perspective taints your world. But it does mine. So when I say I'm shifting perspectives, I mean I'm literally trying to change the outlook on my entire world and how I look at it and how I respond to it instead of react to it. How I receive the messages it's trying to give me, and how I see the patterns that are happening around me instead of ignoring them and moving on. I don't know what else to say there. So I want the terminology to be clear, so as I move on in this video, you don't go, wait, is she crazy? What is she talking about? This is an existential video, and I'm sorry. So, shifting perspectives is a harder topic than I thought. One of my topics, one of the biggest way to shift your perspective is to change your goals, or shift your goals, or be realistic about your goals. So, for a long time, my goal has been to get to a point where I can have knee surgery so that I can work again. The more self-discovery, the more self-care I do, the more I realize that may not be a realistic goal. That may not be a functional goal. My actual goal is to be a functional member of society. Now let me be very clear on that. I have disabilities that are never going to go away. And I know that. And I'm not saying that I'm going to ignore them or that you have to ignore them to be a functional member of society. I mean that I want to be able to pay my bills and do something that allows me to pay my bills and still have fun and live a life. That's my goal. That's my new goal. It's not... My perspective is no longer I need to work to live. My perspective is I need to live, and so I need to work. And not like I need a job. I need to work. Like, my body has to work. My brain needs to work. My emotions need to work. So I have to work to live. It's a different perspective on the same concept. So I decide that instead of trying to get my bachelor's, instead of trying to worry about what's going to happen after the knee surgery, am I going to lose my Social Security, it's more about it's going to be okay if this happens because I have these other backups. The hardest and worst part of changing perspectives and listening to your world and your universe is the idea that you ignore messages and you ignore lessons that are very clear and very in front of you. So I spend a lot of time going, I don't have time to clean my house. I don't have time to go through all the boxes and decide what I want and don't want. I don't have time or energy to organize my stuff. And then in pre-op appointments, they went, oh, by the way, you have a month of recovery and downtime where all you have to do is walk around your house. And I went, oh, well, I guess I have time. And then they went, oh, look, you don't get to lift and carry, anything more than 10 pounds. And I went, oh, well, I guess I have time to sit and go through boxes while I'm doing my exercise and I'm taking care of myself. But, you know, after that month, I'm going to be up and going again. And then my car broke. And I went, oh, I guess I actually do have time. Because I didn't listen to the message and I did not take the time to actually figure out what's happening. In every day of your life, there is the opportunity to learn and grow and move forward. You just have to see it. And if you don't, it will eventually catch up with you. Whether it be emotionally, mentally, physically, the universe will tell you what it needs to tell you. The universe will make you see what you need to see. That's why I have a kitten, because I went, I don't need an emotional support animal, I don't have time to deal with this. And they went, here's a kitten. So I have a kitten. And that's why my car's broke, because I didn't listen. And that is why I am taking a month off, and I'm rearranging things, and I'm reworking my entire life, because I didn't listen, and now I am. And my perspectives need to change. I hope that helps. So as far as shifting perspectives go, this is how I'm trying really hard to change my outlook on my world, and how I'm trying to respond to things instead of just react. How I'm trying to do more practice in mindfulness, and I hate saying that, but acknowledging how I see things, how I hear things, how I take things, how I receive the messages, that I receive the messages, to keep all things in perspective and make sure my perspective is not skewed or is not taken the wrong way or received the wrong way. But I hope this video helped. I hope I answered questions. Leave comments. Tell me what I'm missing, or what you think I got wrong, or what you think I need to expound on. I would love to have discourse about such things. So that's my video for tonight. I hope you like it, and if you do, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because it's a notification bell, and spread the message wherever you think this message will do the most good. And I'll see you next time.